They're excavating beneath the bay, so why is water bursting from a tiny probe hole ahead? Before excavation continues, they must seal the fractures feeding water toward the tunnel face. To understand how they stopped it, return to Jiaozhou Bay before excavation began. Before excavation, engineers had to read the rock hidden beneath these gray-green waters. Sonar revealed the shape. Drilling barges recovered real evidence from beneath the bay. Solid cores gradually gave way to fractured rock, a warning of weakness ahead. Core samples were matched to the profile to choose a safer depth. The V-shaped route stayed in rock and avoided major weak zones. The final layout used 2 traffic tunnels and a separate service tunnel between them. Enjoy seeing major projects broken down step by step? Subscribe to Engineering Revealed for the next one. Before going underground, they first had to stabilize the slope around each portal. Bolts, mesh, and shotcrete transformed the raw slope into a controlled working face. Temporary power, water, and ventilation arrived. But this was still only a construction portal. The smaller service tunnel opened first, providing access while revealing the geology ahead. Only after ventilation and gas testing could the small loader begin removing rock. Every new void had to be secured immediately with bolts, mesh, and shotcrete. Beside the service tunnel, the 2 much larger horseshoe profiles began to appear. The multi-boom jumbo covered a face roughly 16 meters wide and 12 meters high. Once the air was safe, loaders and dump trucks exposed the main tunnel profile. Both main headings were open, supported in stages, and driven deeper beneath the bay. Paint marks identified cut, production, and perimeter holes across the face. The booms moved outward, completing the blast pattern without changing the tunnel profile. Before charging, every hole was rechecked for depth and drilling angle. Explosives were loaded to the design, then locked inside each hole with stemming. Delay detonators were connected in sequence, so the blast frass opened from the center outward. Only after the detector confirmed safe air could crews return to the tunnel face. After blasting, danger remained overhead. Loose rock had to be scaled down first. A spotter kept both machines separated as the loader filled the dump truck. The muck cleared, a new face appeared, but drilling still had to wait. The rock bolt rig drilled support holes deep into the crown and sidewalls. Each bolt was tightened and tested, tying weaker rock back into the stable mass. Steel mesh followed the arch. Only weak zones required closely spaced steel ribs. Convergence points revealed whether the support was keeping the crown and walls stable. Every advance pulled ventilation, cables, water lines, and temporary lights deeper beneath the bay. The two main tunnels advanced at similar depths, but always remained completely separate spaces. Then the machine stopped. Wet fractures warned of danger ahead. Probe drilling searched for water before the full tunnel face reached it. When water appeared, workers installed a collar and pipe before withdrawing the rod. If one small hole carried this pressure, what weighted across the whole face? Treatment holes fanned outward around the perimeter of the tunnel face. Cement, water, and additives were mixed to produce a stable injectable grout. Valves switched from hole to hole, building the grout curtain in sequence. Grout entered irregular fractures, gradually sealing the pathways carrying water through the rock. After the waiting period, a verification hole was drilled through the treated zone. The water was under control. Subscribe to Engineering Revealed for more engineering solutions like this. In weak rock, each advance was shorter and the blast pattern used fewer holes. The scaler removed fractured slabs before workers approached the newly opened ground. Longer bolts and closely spaced steel ribs created a much denser support system. After every step, deformation was measured. Excavation continued only after the ground stabilized. Beneath the bay, both main tunnels and the service tunnel advanced from opposite shores. The service tunnel advanced, carrying ventilation, cables, and utilities to the new face. A cross passage was blasted from the service tunnel, but remained a rough opening. Coordinates, bearing, and elevation were compared before the decisive final approach. Alignment was locked through underground control points and precise survey observations. The opposite team independently checked and marked the final drilling point. Breakthrough was only the beginning. Debris and profile errors still had to be removed. Permanent drains were installed along the tunnel foot to control water for decades. After the invert, waterproofing covered the arch and every seam was checked. The formwork traveler entered only after drainage. Invert concrete and waterproofing were complete. Steel panels expanded, locked at the feet, and prepared one lining section. Once the concrete had cured, the formwork retracted and advanced to the next section. The rough cross passage was waterproofed and lined to become a protected escape route. Equipment niches, technical rooms, and cable trenches were completed before systems were connected. road-based material was spread and graded to the required level and drainage slope. Each main tunnel received exactly 3 one-way lanes. Civilian traffic never entered the service tunnel. Cable trays were installed before organized cable bundles were pulled along the walls. Lighting was installed, section by section, but the full tunnel still remained dark. Cameras, sensors, lane signals, and fire systems formed multiple layers of protection. Every signal reached the control center, turning concrete into a connected operational system. Testing began with drainage, then simulated power loss challenged the backup supply. Cameras, lane signals, and barriers had to respond correctly to every command. Only after power, ventilation, fire protection, and evacuation passed could the checklist turn to pass. Only after final approval was the technical barrier removed from the 3-lane roadway. This tunnel was built through thousands of controlled advances. Subscribe to Engineering, revealed for the next engineering mega project.